and hopefully Pokemon would still carry them to victory. So, as for Bosskurr, what do you feel about their chances here?
Now the thing is this, right now as I see Team Bosskurr's lineup, I feel it's a little bit more better. There's a little bit more control compared to the previous game as well. Because right now you have the Kaja, literally allows you to lock you down. You have the Helios to actually follow up with the glorious pathway. Should you actually succeed in your engagement, and now and even with the Kaja follow-up and the Harry to dish out the amount of damage, that's going to be pretty cool. But anyway, match 2 is about to go underway as well between Evos, SG, and Team Bosskurr. Let's see whether Team Bosskurr will be able to turn things around with the new drafting they're going to be entering against Evos, SG. Let's see them on towards the land of the dawn here. This is an amazing cinematic.
That's right, of course, as we slowly load right in, we're going to be taking you a stroll all around the map as we'll see perhaps some blood being spilled in between. Virtual blood, to be honest. Of course, some no violence being committed at all, as we are already set here to see would Evos SG take a clean 2-0 or Team Bosskurr fighting back with an equalizer.
Still a lot of harass going to be coming from a little bit of aggression and harassing coming from the side here of Team Evos SG as well, because they know as well Team Bosskurr also has the capability as ZARAKI is just constantly going back and forth, popping his first skill, trying to push them back, because it does hurt. It does really hurt as they try to push in towards the mix here.
Now JPL is going to be joining in from the back as well. A couple of all these shots being fired from both ends. As Scott now bring down to 50%. He's still getting chased over to the side of AEON as well as JPL, but they know that their limits, Revitalize, have already been opened up by Scott. So that's all that they need. Just burn a little bit of that sort of spell, and that should be good to go for the side of Evos SG.
Yeah, still everyone just being very chill and very casual about it. Just try to get as much EXP as possible. Even though yes, the patch also did tweak the goalie a little bit, but the EXP is still the same. So the goal is still the same. Everyone just want to try to get level 4 as fast as possible. That way they can try to make things happen. And I think that's pretty much it. But it's a little bit more of a priority coming from the side here of Team Bosskurr, because the minute Kaja hits that ultimate, able to get the divine punishment, she's going to be going around all over the place. By the way, you're going to be seeing a beautiful stun going to be coming in, but he has the level 4 as well. Soul gets a little bit caught up and caught, but LEIXIA has no chance but the fallback, and 2 members will be instantly deleted from the game. SAKURAAA has no points but to fall back towards the lane and just catch up on farm.
What a perfect setup for the side of Evos SG. They managed to actually clinch those 2 kills in a row for both JPL as well as Pokemon. That Blazing Duet was so perfectly done, but of course he almost got himself his double kill, while SAKURAAA just trying to actually face off with Soul, which is just annoying them to the edge of the earth, if I really must say. Boots have been purchased coming from the side of AEON, while there's going to be a little bit skirmish right down on the bottom side. What do we have here?
Oh my god, KAIZERJIN is going to be having a classic 1v1 in Pokemon, but Potato is here to reinforce as well. Going to give it a couple of heals. KAIZERJIN gets a little bit down low and will be slain. But happening on the top side, JBL gets a little bit low, falls back, flickers out, trying to get out of the situation. But ZARAKI with the Ring of Order will seal the deal in his fate. Scott still trying to reinforce with his team here. Soul's getting a little bit tiny low, but before going down, he will be getting that trade. And but Sally Kaguya will be getting the double kill, and that's going to be the end of AEON.
AEON, of course, I just have to sacrifice for a little bit in that moment, because, you know, it's just a little bit too much damage for him to soak. But, you know, later on, he shouldn't have any sort of a problem at all. Now, looking towards 3 minutes of the game, we are having 4 kills for the side of Evos, 3 for the side of Bosskurr. A little bit of a stun doesn't really hurt all too much. SAKURAAA chooses to back away, as we are going to look at a big reset coming from the side of Team Bosskurr. But look at KAIZERJIN. He's trying to actually go in for a flank, but let's see whether or not can this be successful.
Still, killing spree going to be happening once again. Sadly, we actually missed that coming from the side here of Pokemon, but I think it's totally fine. We can sort of predict what actually happened when I'm pretty sure the Blizzard Arrow did line up. But Glorious Pathway going to be initiated, but coming from Scott, going to be chasing out, able to get into position against JPL. More information as KAIZERJIN comes in with the damage, and Slaw Kaguya will be slain here for the side here of Evos SG. Couple of trades, 1v1 here, but look at the side of Pokemon. Pokemon is still farming, utilizing all the space that was created for him, and no one is actually disrupting him at all. And that is going to be the first tower as well.
Yeah, of course, they do have a lot of space for him to get as much resources as he can, not wasting any time at all. Pokemon already having himself activated with 3 kills in the bag. It's just way too ahead of everybody right now, which means that Evos SG should have the upper hand if they really want to commit to this one. Ooh. Now, Glorious Pathway has been opened up, safely goes to revitalize. They are diving right in. They're looking to actually reduce the retribution, and it will be Team Bosskurr stealing that away. Oh my goodness! It will find AEON as well as 2, 3, 4 kills in the back, and they want to wipe out the rest of Evos SG.
Team Bosskurr, they are doing it. They are doing it. They finally got a win. Not just a couple of trades. They only traded 2 members for themselves for a full 5-man team wipe, and also on top of that as well, they are able to steal the turtle. That was an exceptional play. And literally just now I was about to point out to you, just now the score was pretty much quite even, like, you know, a couple like 3, like for example 3-5 goal, but the goal lead was
right back.
Yeah, exactly. The goal lead was such a huge difference, and now they pull it right back. This is the kind of opening they are hoping for, and this is just how scary the ZARAKI is with the Kaja. You saw Kaja so just went right in with the Ring of Order, following up with the Divine Judgment as well. There was nothing to stop Kaja at all. KAIZERJIN still having a... We're going to be seeing a 1v1 happening between KAIZERJIN and Soul. Soul gets a little bit down low, but he has quite the amount of sustain. Popping the ultimate, trying to push him, but KAIZERJIN fights back with aggression, making great use with the bushes, trying to make it forced to go into the mix here, but sadly was sailing down, and also while happening on the other side, JBL was able to get a couple of kills for himself, and probably will get another, but sadly Pokemon will be on taking it one for himself. From that one team wide ends up being losing 3 more men. This is what Team Bosskurr was actually hoping for.
But it's going to be Evos here to actually reap even more rewards, more towers, and of course, they've already stashed up on those kills. Now they're going to be cleaning up shop inside of the jungle, and there's nothing much that Team Bosskurr can even do anything about that. So 2 more seconds to the next turtle as we look at Selena managing to actually secure some area. And AEON so far has been landing very, very vital abyssal arrows so far. So he's going to be keeping that sort of a distance somewhere in between. He's still at the mid lane, so Kaja is going to be the one actually looking out for some. But a little bit of push coming in from Scott. KAIZERJIN's going to be hopping right in, but there's not going to be much for Bosskurr to actually achieve out of this. So all they can have to hope for is ZARAKI to perhaps go in for that Divine Judgment to perhaps catch somebody out. But not really on Uranus though. Yep. Free turtle for the side of Evos SG.
Oh my god, still Pokemon being very aggressive while they trying to get rid of ZARAKI as well, but ZARAKI is going to be flicking right in and will actually catch him right onto the tower as well. Helio's going to be getting a nice kill on AEON. AEON is going to be out of this fight, but then again, they still have quite the ultimate. They're still quite healthy as they want to really try to get this tier 2 tower. They're so confident about it. LEIXIA trying to go for the defense, but Soul coming from the round by as the Uranus really coming right up their rear end here and being such a nuisance towards them. But KAIZERJIN, she knows how annoying the team is, but he knows he's full confident that the team will not fall here. He was going to be continued to split push towards the other lane.
Here comes Scott though. He's trying to actually look for Pokemon, but he actually cleanses things off. It seems to me that Evos has got that sort of perfect firewall as well. Just was actually negate that right there. Yeah, sorry to cut you off there for a little bit. Fine. But you know, like we saw those sort of fights. So many of all these traits actually went pretty equal. There are times that, you know, it did become a 2-for-3 trade or a 3-for-2, and we are not stopping anytime soon with that. So it's going to be having a lot of space over the top side. So the rest of the members of Evos SG, they'll be focusing over the mid lane while Scott wants to secure this buff real quickly. But what exactly ZARAKI is up to though? But here comes AEON crashing in, and here's the team fight.
And then still going to be chasing it out as well. AEON gets a little bit down low. Glorious Path did get used as well, but he has no chance to fall back because ZARAKI gets a little bit down low. Pokemon still alive. Scott, not sure where his priority is supposed to be right now, but he's trying to fall back to save his team. LEIXIA, who's currently under the tier 2 tower. JPL gets a little bit down low and instantly gets the leader by Soul. Scott is going to be following in suit as well, as Pokemon will be sealing the deal on that kill and possibly maybe even that mid tower as well.
Yeah, of course, 4 down, and Team Bosskurr possibly have to lose even more of all these stuff that they've been holding on for so long. But it seems to me that Evos SG, instead of like pushing towards the mid side, they know that they're going to respond really soon. So what they're doing here is that they want to take that Lord right here. So Evos seems to be having quite some extra gold in the wallet, as we are seeing them, of course, making some big purchases. Soul's going to be stashing up on those armor.
Yeah, I'm still also playing with the time as well. As you can see, Pokemon still farming, getting all the items he needs. He's currently in the lead with 7-1. And Soul just so aggressive. Spots out Scout, try to do as much damage as possible, try to create the presence he needs. Zaraki also has to fall back a little bit, because should he get caught here without even committing towards that team fight with that divine judgment, then that fight will be a lost cause. And you see Souls, just how amazing Souls is. He's just constantly looking, being so aggressive, trying to create that presence where Team Bosskurr cannot ignore. Despite like they know, Team Bosskurr knows that their objective is towards that backline, but with Souls with the front end, it's just so difficult to deal with.
Oh, the Lord is already knocking at their doors. Scott's really got to do something. He's holding on for dear life. He's trying to actually bring down the Lord, but the mid lane tower will be opened up. Soul now soaking all his damage as he'll be able to actually walk away. But here comes Scott though. Scott is just popping off as LEIXIA only down to 1 HP. He gets taken out, and it will be the members of Evos SG just melting them off. JPL securing the bottom side as well as KAIZERJIN clears off the mid wave. They could not seem to actually end the game just yet, but they definitely can secure 1 tower.
I mean, definitely for sure, these guys that will be actually securing 2 towers. Yeah, they will be getting that 2 towers. That's actually gonna be, that's a win in their book as well. Even though despite doing this 2 for 2 trades, they were able to get 2 objectives. That's pretty much enough, because getting rid of those 2 towers literally will lead to 2 lanes having super minions as well. As they slowly push in, the minions are going to be getting stronger, and it makes the pushing a little bit more easier, because now Evos SG, they don't really need to focus too much on the mid lane and the bottom lane anymore. They can now divert their attention towards that top lane.
Of course, top side being held there by Zaraki for the longest time. They need Zaraki in team fights, and Scott doesn't seem like he can hold on for that long. But here comes Divine Judgment over on the side of AEON. A correct target, but of course, too many backup coming from the side of Evos SG. Now, there might just be some abyssal arrows flying through, but you know, members of the side of Bosskurr, they are just keeping a safe distance to make sure that these arrows won't be hindering them from actually getting in towards better positions. Speaking of better positions, Zaraki, oh boy, he wasted the ultimate, and he just actually condoned in time.
Really, really sad to see, but you see Soul once again being so aggressive, going to be pushing forward. Scott trying to hold down the line as he stands in the front here, getting ready to pop that glorious pathway, but suddenly he will actually pop it to actually escape itself, because he knows there's just too much damage coming from the side here of Evos SG. Still pushing on, trying to hold down the line. Evos SG just pumping themselves, waiting for more minion waves to come in before they actually push in to get this final nail in this coffin.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Evos here being very much patiently waiting, and there's going to be 1 minute before that lot pops up. Maybe they might need to actually respond to this coming from the side of Bosskurr. Zaraki, of course, being prepared to actually land the next Divine Judgment, just waiting for the right target. Soul definitely is not the case.
Oh,
Abyssal arrow coming in from very much far away, as they won't be able to actually land over the side of AEON. I mean, AEON's been sending some arrows from, you know, downtown, but it's not going to be actually hitting any sort of target.
Still also playing with the time as well. Like, I love the fact that the side Evos actually, they're very patient about it. They know that the creep waves are going to be clear as much as possible. They're just waiting for that, like you said, that one opportunity arrow that was going to be landed. But the Souls, looks like Souls might be getting a little bit impatient here. Might be the one that's starting the situation. But Zaraki, on the other hand, is going to be following up with a flicker with the Divine Judgment, will be pulling him back to me. That's going to be yellow JPL. But then again, Golden Path is going to be used as well. Scott is down low. Potato still alive, doing quite the amount of heals though. But where is Pokemon? Pokemon is still doing so much damage. And Potato is just constantly healing and healing and healing, only resulting in only for a 1-to-1 trade. But the only difference is that SAKURAAA actually, her death timer is actually 27 seconds, and Pokemon's really diverting his attention towards that Lord.
We're seeing Pokemon once again just dishing out ample amount of damage. No issues whatsoever for him to actually go solo. Zaraki though now has to actually see whether or not can Soul survive. So they bought enough time. They've already got the Lord. It's just about the Luminous Lord to march into the base, and hopefully they will be able to actually secure a little bit of an extended game coming from both ends.
Anyway, finally, we see the Lord's pathway. The Lord and Savior is going to be walking down towards that mid. Will it be the Savior for Evos SG, or will it be Team Bosskurr's Doom here as he slowly moves down towards the lane with that fancy big axe of his?
Yeah, I mean, just look at the size of this guy. Like, oh, you definitely don't want to be anywhere near towards the Lord. They have to commit. They open up the pathway, but it's examined first as well. Right smack in the middle. It's going to be SAKURAAA trying to look for Pokemon, but he does not have enough damage to actually pop him up. And all the members of Team Bosskurr, they're being flushed upon. It's only going to be KAIZERJIN as well as Scott left as they hold on for a little longer. But Evos Singapore will make their mark. A first win, 2 games in a row for Singapore.